No. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the 10 Count, brought to you by bodyslam.net. And for those watching on X and YouTube, yes, that was a new intro made by Justin over there. I always forget it's the reverse when I'm doing these screens. And we also have a guest this evening. We have Mr. Ethan Black over here. He is a writer for our own bodyslam.net, as well as PW Mania and Turnbuckle Times. Ethan, how's it going? Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having me on the show, guys. It was an honor. I mean, I was talking to Justin there and got set up pretty quickly, honestly. So I'm happy to be on the show. I'm excited to talk about wrestling. So,
dude, and it's the perfect time because it's a prediction show. SummerSlam, 2 nights, first time ever this weekend at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, and I am a little sad that I will not be attending another MetLife PLE. I missed WrestleMania where The Rock was. Hopefully The Rock doesn't show up again because I might go into depression if I miss The Rock twice at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. But what do you guys like? What are you guys most pumped about this weekend? Before we get into the predictions, before we, start dialing the numbers, what are we most pumped up for?
I'm pumped up to go on Sunday. I made it official. I was on the fence about going Saturday and Sunday. Then I looked at hotel prices, and obviously the hotel game in New Jersey has to gouge when they can. They are completely gouging this weekend. It is incredibly expensive to spend one night, not even 2 nights, there in New Jersey. So I was on the fence about it, and then I spoke to my wife, and she's like, "You've been talking about this for months. Just go. Maybe like I'll record with those microphones I finally got working, Ty, by the way." So the plan is I'm going to go into Jersey on Sunday. I'm going to walk through the parking lot, enjoy it, interview a few fans, and then once the time comes to buy a ticket, I'm going to pull the trigger, buy a ticket, and just go and enjoy the show. So I hope Saturday leads into a tremendous Sunday. What about you, Ethan?
I'm excited for both shows. I'm going to be honest, I'm more excited for Sunday. The Extreme Rules Night champions had a love child. Let's just be honest here. All the stipulations. I'll be honest, the women's world title match, I'm a huge fan of all three, especially Io Sky, since I watched her in Japan, like before she came to WWE. So that one I'm pretty excited for. The Punk and Gunther, I'm pretty intrigued by. I know if that's a little, people are gonna be, that's controversy, guys. No, it's not.
No, man, that's what I'm anticipating that match. That's my most anticipated match. Gunther, CM Punk. I want my boy Pepsi Phil to come out as, and I guess I shouldn't spoil our predictions yet, but that's what I'm most excited for. I'm hoping for a big outcome for a certain someone that I kind of just a little spoiled, but I'm getting my hopes up a little bit, but I guess we'll see this Sunday. Let's get into it. Let's do it. I mean, Justin and I are both big Karrion Kross fans, so we have Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross going at it night 1. So Ethan, how are you feeling about this match?
I'm going to be honest. I'm actually pretty excited. The Raw match was okay to me. It wasn't bad, but it was like kind of there for me. I know a friend of mine likes to call it, say I look like Sami Zayn. I don't know how I see it, but yes, I'm Canadian and I'm a redhead, so I'm gonna go with Sami winning because wrestling, you win the first match, then Kross won the second. So in wrestling, you got the babyface got to win the third. So I'm gonna go with Sami winning.
Oh, Ethan, I bring you on the show and you're already annoying.
We got heat, brother.
Yeah, you're already pulling the heat. No, this is a match that clearly I'm going Karrion Kross, but am I worried? Yes, because everything's out there that Karrion and Scarlett's contracts do expire this month. if they're not talking, there's been things out there that they aren't talking. If Karrion Kross loses on Saturday, I'm gonna have a mixed emotions going throughout my body, because on one hand, you have them pushing all his new merch. Clearly, I am repping Karrion Kross right now and one of his new shirts. I don't know, because they still have him on TV. He's clearly still super, super, super over. If he loses, I don't know. It gets me scared. I hope it turns into a righteous night. I'm hoping we get two people debuting. I don't know. Obviously, I'm no insider. I'm hoping we get righteous and they come out and they help Karrion, and that turns into something new. We get the heel turn by Sammy. Sammy breaks. I would love it. But this is the match that I'm most nervous for the whole weekend. So let's just put it out there. But I'm going with my man, Karrion Kross.
Speaking of shirts, real quick, I'm repping you're either from Long Island. What is it? Or I forget on the back. It's like, or you're broke or you're poor or something.
You're poor. And by the way, I just want to shout myself out and give myself a pat on the back. I held on to that shirt for Ty for over a year.
Yep.
Over a year. I did not lose it in over a year. And I finally got him that shirt when we went to Slammiversary. So if you need me to pick up merch, don't worry. It'll eventually get to you. Might take a year, but it got to Ty.
So for me, gotta go. Sorry, Ty, to me interrupt, but see, Jess, if you're shipping it to me, it will go over the border.
Yeah. No, that's expensive shipping.
Well, two parts for that, Justin. To go back, you hold these merch like a championship, so props to you. Two, did you wash this? Because it smells amazing. It doesn't smell like it's straight from the.
No, maybe I did. I don't remember.
I don't know. It smells freaking clean as hell. It doesn't smell like it came from a merch stand. It doesn't smell like it sat there for a year.
Well, it was in a closet for a year, so it might have got a little musty, and I don't recall, but there it is. It made its way to PA.
Let's get to my prediction. I guess I have to go Karrion Kross, because my end game and my thought process, I want Sammy going heel. I want Sammy to be a heel future world champion. I think that can set the rocket off for Sammy to really push for that championship match. At the same time, if Karrion's going to re-sign and we do see something unfold out of this, if Karrion loses, his gimmick is dead. There's no puppeteer anymore. I want to see more of this character for Karrion flesh out. I think it has a lot more to offer. I've been enjoying it as much as we can, what they've shown us on TV and what he's been doing behind the scenes on social media. So I got to go Karrion, man. I want it so bad, and I think it'll just explode two amazing stories for both Sammy and Karrion.
Before we move on, I'm kind of kicking myself. I didn't think of the righteous till Justin brought that up. But that'd be cool. Imagine the biggest part of the summer being at SummerSlam, especially at MetLife Stadium. What a way to debut. Do you guys get, for on Netflix in the States, do you guys get commercials, or can you see
No, we got those commercials, dude. We can't watch anything fun unless you're VPN'd somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm VPN'd. So I pretend I'm up across the border with you. So I get all I get all the good stuff. But,
okay, so what I was gonna say, because every time Cross comes out during those commercials, literally he gets people are cheering for him, they get a big pop and stuff, and the promos are just so great. At first I wasn't a big fan, when he first came in the TNA and stuff, but now the last couple he's just great. I'm surprised they haven't put a title on him in a long time. I know they had the NXT title, but that was during the pandemic. But I'm pretty excited for this match. So
yeah, and it's funny because when my wife and I went to Mont Tremblant and Montreal, was it in January for our 1 year anniversary, and it was kind of like our honeymoon. I put on Netflix up there, and you can watch SmackDown, you can watch NXT, you can watch Raw, and the only thing you can watch in the States is Raw. I gotta watch USA Network for SmackDown. I don't even have cable anymore, so that's a bummer.
What do we got next, brother?
All right, let's get into it. I'm going to go with the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. We have the Judgment Day, Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne Perez versus Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, the newly formed, I guess, acquaintances. They're not friends, they're partner. I don't know, whatever. Justin, who you think's coming out with this one?
I'm going Alexa and Charlotte. I think something needs to happen. We need to start losing titles in the Judgment Day now that they have everything again. And Alexa and Charlotte are just I feel like Charlotte's building up the fan base again because she's with Alexa. So you had Charlotte, she returns, she's getting the biggest heat ever. You know, if you Unreal, they mentioned in Chicago where it actually startled her. And now they're starting to cheer her again, which I enjoy. She's one of the best to do it. Alexa, obviously amazing. So something has to start happening between the Judgment Day with Roxanne, and obviously Liv will be back in the picture sooner rather than later, I'm hoping. So we need to get the turmoil happening within the women in the Judgment Day. So I'm going to go Alexa and Charlotte.
I'll go next. I'm gonna go the opposite. I think the Judgment Day is gonna weasel their way out. We've said it numerous times on this podcast. The Judgment Day are cockroaches, and cockroaches they will be this Saturday at SummerSlam. I think it's too obvious if Charlotte and Alexa win. You have two megastars in the women's division who haven't had gold in some time. And they have lots of gold in their back pocket from their history. But part of me thinks that maybe they can go into a feud from there. I feel like maybe it's probably too soon for that to happen because the way they're pushing them as these, partners or acquaintances and stuff. But I feel like the Judgment Day can just weasel their way out and win it because I love that Judgment Day has all the gold. And I wanted to stay that way for a little bit. I'm enjoying it.
Seen it before. Just gonna be brutally honest. I'm gonna agree with Justin with Alexa and Charlotte. I mean, especially where like Charlotte had she posted something on an article. I can't remember who it was. Now I apologize. Talk about how like it like bothered her and stuff, like the personal stuff she was going through. So the fans were like, "Oh, like shit," we kind of feel bad now. And it reminds me of Team Hell No in a way. The way they're like, I don't want to be okay, like let's go. And the way the match set up, it's like, yeah, just talk to Pierce, and then match done. It's like, oh, I mean, you're Charlotte Flair. I mean, come on.
Yeah, she's got some leverage.
But yeah, I mean, I can see some Liv Morgan, like Justin was bringing up about Liv Morgan. I can see her coming out, and Roxanne's like, oh shit, like she's back, and then gets dragged to Charlotte or someone pins her, and then done.
Yeah, I that's why, and that's partially why I want the Judgment Day to win. I don't want any kind of bad blood between Raquel and Roxanne because I want it to save for that moment when Liv comes back and it's just like, oh crap. And maybe, I mean, I think she's still gonna be injured for some time, but maybe she shows up and she could do something injured on the side where she's not back in the fold. But we saw Dominic not injured, still hosting on TV. So definitely, I think I want Raquel and Roxanne to kind of be this juggernaut until Liv comes back, and that's why I'm going my way.
And yeah, if the Judgment Day does lose the women's titles, don't worry, Dom's bringing home another title. So there will be more gold in the Judgment Day. I haven't given my prediction yet for his match yet though, but I think Dom is going to be having some more gold come his way. But yeah, Ty, what we got next?
We have Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus the Bronze. Ethan, where are we going with this one?
That pops me every time. The Bronze. I'm gonna up on you, Ty. I'm gonna say the Seth Riders.
I love it. I love it.
This one I'm actually low-key pretty excited for. But I'm gonna go with Bronson and Braun Breaker. God, why do I have the same name? And I'm gonna say Braun Breaker pins Roman because you want to. I know that might be controversial to some people, but like think about it because they're pushing Breaker. I'm gonna go by last names because I'm gonna get confused. I mean, Braun's just a star, and like I feel like if you want to push him like that high, Let him pin the tribal chief.
Yeah.
I hear you. I'm going the other way though. I'm going Roman. I'm going Jay. I think after Monday, I mean, Roman got his shoe stolen. Roman's gonna be pissed. Let's be real. Like that was some high school shit. And I do hope that like Bronson Reed like holds on to the sneakers. Like those sneakers like will come out at SummerSlam with him.
Right on his neck.
Yeah, something like that. But I feel like if Roman and Jay lose, where does Roman go from there? Like clearly the Braun Bronze looked strong Monday night. They look great. Obviously, Braun Breaker said he had a plan. It came to fruition, and their main leader's not even there right now. So I think after Monday, they can afford to lose. If Roman and Jay lose, I don't know where they go from there. So I'm going to go with Roman. Maybe he gets his shoes back. I don't know. But I'm going Roman and Jay.
I hope Roman comes out in just socks at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Like, I hope that's his only pair of shoes. Obviously, it's not. That man is multi-millionaire.
They have to be Jordan socks. But yeah, if he comes out in Jordan socks, yes.
I'm actually surprised no one stole his shoes before because he's always styling in those Jordans, man.
Yeah, I'm surprised it took that long. And Bronson, because after Raw, Bronson was talking to a fan. He's like, "I'm gonna take your shoes." I'm like, "What is he, the Repo Man shoe edition?" Like, and the fan's like, "No, I don't. Please don't. I need those."
It's too funny. I mean, if Bronson Reed asks for my shoes, I'd just give it to him. I'd be like, yeah, I mean, you want these old things? Sure. I mean, I do have some Dwayne's, so maybe he's a big Dwayne shoe guy and wants some Dwayne's. But yeah, this match, I think it's gonna be awesome. I'm super excited. I mean, what they showed us on Monday night was just a glimpse of the intensity and the excitement we're gonna see out of this on Saturday. I don't know what's main eventing, but I feel like this possibly could. And just watching Braun Breaker spear both Jay and Roman through the barricade was one of the coolest spots I've seen in a while. They are really, like you said, Ethan, they're revving Braun Breaker up. They're ready to strap freaking rocket to this guy. He was taking charge, of Seth's group right now. Like he's poised. And unfortunately, with the Seth injury, it's a bummer. But it's kind of allowing Braun Breaker to then come back to the forefront a little bit. He can be kind of the puppet master of this group for a while. And that could lead into a nice, angle or rivalry between Braun and Seth in the near future. I don't know. Braun's just insane. This one's hard for me. I agree with you, Justin. I feel like Roman and Jay kind of have to win this one because the Brons can take a loss. But if they do lose, if Jay and Roman do lose, Roman can just go away for a few months and then everyone's going to be excited to see him at Survivor Series. So that's the only thing that kind of teeters me a little bit. But the main influence on my decision right now is Jey Uso. I don't know, Ethan, if you watched Unreal. I've watched all the episodes. But they really just like have a lot of faith in Jey behind the scenes, and they really want to keep him propelled. And I think you have to have him win. I don't know. I feel like if anyone's going to get the pin in this match, Jey should deserve it. We've seen Jey beat Braun Breaker before. I think that's believable. I think we can see that again. So I'm going to go with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso.
And you bring up a good point. Like, we don't know what's like, we brought it up actually on Sunday, I believe. Like, we don't know what's main eventing yet. Is it this? Is it Punk and Gunther? If it's this match, I think we both said something is going to happen during that main event. If we see that this match is main eventing, non-title match with just, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Roman Reigns, and Jey Uso, something is happening. And then that leads me, I don't know. But
sorry, Justin, go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
I was going to say, if the tag match does a main event, I see it opening.
Yeah, I agree. I see the same thing too. I think that's what we'll get as well, because that'll be hot off the press to get that crowd going.
The tribal yeets.
Yes. I love that too. I didn't even think of that. That's a good one. Justin, next match. We're going Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus maybe Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Is Drew actually stuck in the UK?
Drew put out a video today. He made it to the States. So
okay.
Yes.
Yay.
So Drew put out a video. He's here. He's good to go. But I mean, now he's got to worry about a flight into New Jersey if he's not there yet because of this damn storm. But I'm going Orton and Jelly Roll. I feel bad for Drew. Drew just keeps drawing the short end of the stick in every single goddamn match. Thank God Fogg isn't here because he'd be having a conniption. But yeah, I don't see how Jelly Roll loses, especially with the positive press that everyone has been giving him, and that he was down at NXT this past Tuesday just as a fan, just taking it in. And now they're saying that this might not be a one-off for Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll might be in another match. Who knows? He might be the next Logan Paul for all I know. He might say, screw country music, I'm going into professional wrestling. But yeah, I'm going Orton and Jelly Roll. I think Jelly Roll pins Logan Paul. I think that's the most logical explanation to that match.
What about you, Ethan?
Justin's took the words right on my mouth. I'm going with Arcade Jelly.
Arcade Jelly.
Yeah, I know. I'm making weird names. That's just me though. But I'll be honest. This might be a hot take. This is probably my least favorite match going on Saturday. Like there's some celebrities I'm not a big fan of wrestling. There's some like Bad Bunny I liked. And then Cyndi Lauper and all that. Jelly Roll's actually learning because he was at NXT Tuesday, which is cool. And like he's like actually trying to like watch it and stuff. And then I think he said on the podcast that Taker fought 2-0 and all give him advice.
Yep.
But yeah, it's his first match. I don't see him losing. If he do, I can see Orton getting the pin from like Drew maybe, but I just can't see it. Like Justin said, like I think Logan takes the pin. Gets pinned, sorry, by Jelly Roll.
Yeah, I think it's tough because between Sunday and Saturday, like the matches we have on the cards are insane. The high caliber, high tier wrestling we're gonna get, the stories we're getting, and it's funny because me and Justin have spoken in the past about how we might be afraid of the stories going into SummerSlam, and they did a good job weaving these stories and these feuds into SummerSlam. So I'm very excited. So I agree, it is kind of at the bottom of the barrel for me, but I think this is one that can shock everyone and really get people going. With that being said, I can honestly see Drew walking out on Logan. I can see, Jelly Roll tearing it up, and Drew could be like, what am I doing? Like, I don't need this. I'm not here with these, celebrities. I'm above this. I'm a wrestler. I'm not a celebrity. And I could see Drew leaving Logan behind. And that's when I can see Jelly Roll taking the pin on Logan Paul. So I do also see, I'll say RK Jelly, like you said, Ethan, taking the win on this one. So I think that's a clean sweep for us there.
I think that's the first clean sweep all three of us had.
Yep.
But do you ever notice, before we move on, do you ever notice every time Logan Paul has a wrestler on this podcast, he gets into a match with them? Because Cena, technically, in that tag match, well, Triple H, we'll count him out because obviously.
Yeah.
Orton, the tag match here. McIntyre, tag match here. Cody, Roman. I think Jay's the only one who hasn't gone on this podcast and had a match with him yet.
That could probably be in the near future.
Yeah, I wouldn't count that out, man. I love the whole persona that Logan's putting on now, trying to keep the outsider out. He's just a celebrity trying to jump into their business. Listen, I'm a Logan fan. I don't care who hears it. I don't care who hears it. I'm a fan of Logan Paul.
I mean, we were preaching him during the United States Championship tour. I mean, granted, it was kind of lackluster because we were hoping he was around more, but we were saying Logan Paul was taking that United States Championship global, and that he did. Did he show up to work often? Not really, but he did take a global. But next up, we have the WWE Women's Championship match. Jade Cargill, Tiffany Stratton. I'm going to start with this one. As happy as I am for Naomi, who is now defending her championship Sunday night, I was praying. I felt like the writing was on the wall for Jade to win this match, for Naomi to cash in and steal the championship from Jade to have a whole feud leading to WrestleMania. However, Triple H, the genius he is, and the like-minded individuals around him felt that wasn't the route to go. And I feel like this is the only time I like super disagree with them and their decision for booking. But I still think that Jade's going to win this. This has been, what, 2 years now in the making? They've been getting her ready, pushing her, testing her. And I think she's checking all the boxes now. I think she's really ready to go. And as much as I would love to see Naomi do that cash in at SummerSlam, like I said, she's got a match Sunday night. I think we have and new Jade Cargill, WWE Women's Champion.
Yeah, I'm with you. Jade, I actually saw today, I think I was scrolling X while I was at work, and I saw that Tiffany Stratton's currently the longest rating WWE champion right now in the company, and now it's just like a jinx. So Jade's coming for the title. I'm with you, Ty. I thought it was the perfect opportunity for Naomi to cash in. MetLife, there's no roof on MetLife, but the imaginary roof would have blown up.
Yeah.
But yeah, a storm's coming, and Jade Cargill and new.
Well, not a clean sweep. I was going to say that too. This is another one I've been kind of disappointed in the build, but I hope this is going to be one of the ones like really good. Because I mean, think about the Bianca Sasha thing from a couple years ago. Like, let's be honest, that feud wasn't great, like the build up, but the match was like excellent. Like, I really enjoyed that match. So I hope these two, because I'll be honest, like Justin, I didn't even think about that actually until Justin brought that tweet up, which is crazy. Like 280 days. As soon as that tweet popped, I'm like, well, there goes her title reign. You jinxed it.
That's what happens.
Yeah, they love to do the jinx. And last but not least, for Saturday night, we have the World Heavyweight Championship match. We have the Ring General Gunther versus Pepsi Phil, the voice of the voiceless, my man CM Punk. I see you guys giggling. Who wants to take this first?
Take it, Ethan. You're the guest.
All right, I'll take this one. It's crazy how Gunther's been champion for pretty much his whole round WWE. Like, that's an insane stat. Really like Gunther. I think Gunther could bring Punk to a good match. I'm going with Punk winning, but Rollins cashes in.
Okay, so you think that we have the fake out with the injury, which I was going to bring up. I'm still skeptical about this whole Seth Rollins injury. There's a sliver of hope that we do get a cash in, and that would be the cash in. Ty, you and I have discussed it, that if he is not hurt, the perfect person to cash in on is CM Punk. And I think you actually brought that up last Thursday, and then I was like all aboard. I don't know if he's hurt or not, and all the everyone's saying he is. I'm not going to say that the guy's not hurt. If this match is main eventing, I think I'm with you, Ethan. But if it's not, then I think we still get New. I think we get CM Punk World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, I mean, I spoiled my prediction earlier when we first started the show. I want CM Punk to win this one very badly. I think he deserves it. He is, to me, one of the most, if not the most over person in the company right now. Besides, I think he's right there with the Yeats. Everyone chants his name whenever Seth comes out, whenever Drew comes out. Maybe not as much Drew anymore right now, but CM Punk chants roared through those arenas. And I mean, look what he did at SummerSlam. I mean, at WrestleMania with Roman and Seth. The dude's been grinding. People have doubted my man for a long time, even when he first came back. And he's here to have fun. He's a different person from when he left back in 2013, 2012. I think it was 2013, 2014. It was 2014. But even if you watched Unreal, Triple H said it. Punk knows it. I mean, everyone's changed. They've had their stripes. He had his stint in AEW, and he saw like the grass is definitely not greener on the other side, and he came back and he's been grinding. I think Seth's hurt. I won't be surprised if he does cash in, because it'd be a great plan A. Paul Heyman and Seth are always cooking things up. They're very opportunistic, but I think that can lead into some big surprise in the future. I really do think Seth is hurt, and if he's not, hey, you played me. So CM Punk winning.
let me put the tinfoil hat on real quick. So I'm putting it on. Do you think normally with injuries and injuries as big as what we think Seth Rollins is, don't we usually find out about it? Right? Like we haven't been told a definitive answer on what happened with Seth. We were just told that his knee is too swollen, and that was kind of it. They said that they were going to get an MRI later on, but now it's just kind of been under the radar in a way. Like usually when someone has, like, I think the last time he messed up his knee in the at that the house show, that news broke like 2 days later.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no confirmation of this injury. It's just kind of he's gone. He's gone. Like that's just he's hurt. He's not going to be back for a while. So that's the only my finger's there. And just because it hasn't been confirmed by WWE or anyone else for that matter, that's what makes me believe that something's happening. And if this match is main eventing, then something to me is definitely happening. But there's a reason why they haven't announced what's main eventing night one yet. I don't know. I'm still going to stick with CM Punk. But if that match is main eventing, I'm changing my answer to Seth Rollins.
And maybe Seth is hurt, but not to the capacity they're leading on to.
Right.
So maybe this is why they're waiting to see if he can get cleared. But even if say Seth does cash in on Saturday, this feud's going to lead to WrestleMania for Punk and Seth for the title, which I am all for. If that's where we can get a CM Punk main eventing 2 years back to back to win the championship, take my money. Give it to me. I'll take it.
Ty's gonna be on the first flight there.
Yeah, I'll probably take the train because I hate flying, but maybe I'll get an off flight for that. Who knows?
A train to Vegas? Good luck, brother.
I'll just take the flight. Screw it.
The reason why I was going with Rollins cash is because he said before, I don't want Punk champion. I'm gonna do everything in my body to make sure. I don't see the way I can see this guy. I'm gonna fancy book for a second now. If he wants to pull a WrestleMania 31, like both men are on the ground, you hear Rollins' music, he runs or wobbles or carts down gets down the ramp, he could pull a 31 because he said he don't want Punk champion. So why not F him over with that? Curve stop him 1, 2, 3, sets up the title match like ties it, maybe Mania or Rumble, something like that. But if he wants to wait till after the match, like Punk celebrate for a few minutes, and it's like, okay, you know what, screw it, I'm cashing in, and then it's like, screwed you,
and that would be icing on the cake because that's what happened to Drew with Punk. Drew won it from Seth for CM Punk to attack Drew to get cashed in on from Damian to win it, and it could be deja vu, but just in a different scenario at that point, which would be super cool.
Cinema.
It is.
Yeah, that is Scorsese cinema right there. And I guess all right. So yeah, I'm going a little outlier. If it's a main event, I'm going Seth Rollins cash in. If it's not main eventing, Punk.
I'm just still saying Punk. I'm just gonna go with it and hope for the best.
I'm sticking with what I just said. So
okay.
All right, let's get into Sunday night. We have all championship matches. It's Championship Sunday. We have the WWE Tag Team Championship match, 6-team TLC match. This is going to be bonkers, in my opinion. We have the Wyatt Six defending. We have DIY, the Street Profits. We have Fraxium, the Motor City Machine Guns, and Andrade and Rey Fenix. I feel like the Wyatt Six has to retain. I feel like this is where, I think I said on the quick counter last week on Thursday, this is where they can, hold the reins or hold the WWE Tag Team division hostage. These monsters, finally go full-blown heel. We saw Nikki Cross pull the ref out for the Wyatt Six to retain the championships. And I think we can see that as the start of them becoming full-blown heel, which I hope. If they win and they don't go heel, I'll be very upset because this tag team division is stunner. We rave about this tag team division all day, all week. And it's a shame to me right now that one of the tag teams I just mentioned don't have the titles. The Street Profits should still be the champions. But here we are, and I'm going with the Wyatt Six retaining. And if they don't go heel, I don't know. They got to figure something out with this tag team division because they have the tools, they have the talent. Just put the championship on the right people.
Ethan, I'll let you go.
I agree with Ty. Wide 6. Hey, they just won them. It's crazy how it's gonna be 12 guys. It's like the biggest TLC. It's also how it's the 25 years, like after the Dudley Boys, Edge and Christian, and like the top 3 biggest teams WWE. This one I'm really excited for. I can see this one opening up the show. You want a car crash? Here's your car crash show or match. Fraxium, they're my honorable mentions if I had to pick one. Like they've just been fantastic. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. It's funny how it's almost. I like the SmackDown tag division better than Raw's. Better. Yeah. I think we all can agree. Let's just be honest here.
Oh yeah.
It's funny how they said DQ, but some people say no contest because technically they never said why he won. But let's be honest, Nikki pulled the ref. Like Ty said, Nikki pulled the ref out of the ring, and obviously, I was like, okay. My WWE rules. Oh no, it's a no contest. No, it's a DQ. This bugs me. But yeah, I'm gonna go like I keep saying why it takes like it's just too early for them to lose them. Like I would like them a little longer reign. I don't want the hot potatoing. And they finally get on SummerSlam, guys. That pay-per-view TLC.
Yeah. And I'm right there with you with Fraxium as honorable mention because they, especially with NXT, they were carrying that division. They were super entertaining, super exciting, coming to SmackDown, still showing out. And part of me would love to see them walk out and new because that would be so fun. But like we both said, the Wyatt Six, I think, still have some story in that title reign.
I'm going to change it up. I'm going to go another team that just pretty much formed within the past 2 months. I'm going to go Rey Fenix and Andrade. There's been talk about pushing Andrade. People love what he's doing backstage. There's clearly promos going on between those guys. They've been pushing them to the moon ever since that they joined forces. Do I agree that they should win it right away? Like I said last week with the Wyatt Six? No, because there are teams, DIY, the Street Profits, Motor City Machine Guns, hell, even Fraxium, ever since they came from NXT, that probably deserve it a little bit more. But for some reason, I have an inkling that Andrade and Rey Fenix end up winning this match. And then finally we can move the Wyatt Six back to doing what they're supposed to do. And that's, haunt people that turned on their family. So I just don't see them fitting right now in the tag division. There's too many of them. It's a faction. Doesn't really make much sense to me. Go start haunting people again. Go to Universal Orlando and go to the Hollywood Horror Night. I'm going Andrade and Rey Fenix.
Before we move on, Los Garza defending Triple A tag title SmackDown. Was that confirmed?
Yeah. They're defending those titles tomorrow.
Okay, I didn't know if that was fully confirmed or not. I like where Justin's going, Ray. I'm gonna be honest. I can see them accepting it and winning them.
Oh, double champ Andrade and Rey Fenix.
Yes.
If they do that tomorrow night, then I think I'm screwed on Sunday. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't think they're gonna drop. I don't think they're gonna have Los Garza drop the titles before Triple Mania. I don't know. I just don't see it.
But again, like you mentioned, Andrade's been a draw, and if you want to go to Triple Mania with Andrade and Rey Fenix as your champions, not to diminish Los Garza and what they've done, but who's got the bigger star power, Los Garza or Andrade and Rey Fenix? And I think it's the latter. So who knows? You never know. All right, we got, and Justin, I'm going to toss this one up to you because you mentioned it before. We have the Intercontinental Championship match between the reigning, defending, undisputed Intercontinental Champion Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles.
Dirty Dom on our Instagram looked at our story that we clipped about him winning the AAA title heavyweight championship. AJ Styles obviously has been killer with the whole stalking of Dominic Mysterio, waiting for him to get cleared. Clearly, he was just at Slammiversary where Ty, you and I saw him return to TNA. I think there's more to that. So I think we get, and still champion Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and then he goes and wins the AAA World Heavyweight Championship. Double champ, Dirty Dom. The aura is there. The aura is real around this guy. If you want to talk about a come up from where he debuted, people couldn't stand him and his baby face, and now the guy is the guy. So I think AJ Styles ends up losing, goes on to maybe hopefully a match, one more match over at TNA. I'd love to see it, but we're keeping the strap on Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
That's what she said. Sorry. I agree with Justin. I'm going to go with Dominic as well. I do see him win the AAA Mega title as well. So I wholly agree with that one. And plus, AJ just pin him in that 6-person tag. And I don't see him beating him 2 straight.
Mm-hmm.
I could see Dominic. I mean, the whole storyline was just great where he's just like praying and like he's the valet, and Dominic's like, I'm not clear. I'm not cleared. And then Pierce is like, just get cleared. And then Styles is like, he's still not cleared. And then Dominic is like right behind him. But the pop he got at AAA was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with Dom, and I can see him win the AAA Mega title.
I don't know. I can't see Dirty Dom hoisting 2 championships at once. Maybe it's going to happen. But in my opinion, I see AJ Styles winning this one, becoming new, and then Dominic going over to AAA to win the AAA Mega Championship. Dominic's too scrawny to hold 2 championships up. That boy needs to start hitting the gym a little bit more so he can, really start pressing up championships. He's he might have to bring out cheerleaders like Mercedes Moné to bring out his championships if he's got more than one. So, yeah, I think it would be awesome if Dominic was a double champion. It would be hysterical in my opinion. But I think if that's the case, I feel like if he loses the title here on Sunday, I feel like they're really going to go full force with him being AAA's like the face of AAA right now from WWE. He's very over. The fans love him. He's a well-known name now. And maybe the Wyatt Six will go haunt him because he betrayed his family over at AAA. And people are like, oh, look, they got masks on too. I don't know. But yeah, and we talked about it last week. I think it was on Sunday. It was, if we could get a Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio for the AAA Mega Championship, like that we'll draw. Mm-hmm. So I know we're talking about AAA and SummerSlam, but my SummerSlam prediction, Dominic's Mysterio. You had a decent Intercontinental Championship run. I think you have bigger and better championships on your horizon, and that being the AAA Mega Championship.
This is my dark horse on Sunday.
Yeah, I agree.
So Ty, you're going AJ, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going. I just wanted to double check. Okay,
a phenomenal one.
All right. Yeah, once again, after him returning to TNA and Belmont went crazy.
Oh yeah.
So I hope that they give him one more match over in TNA. And once you're out of this whole little angle with Dom, you can go focus on that for, one pay-per-view, which is what they call it. And then come back over, win another title. But man, I told you on Sunday, buy stock in Dominic Mysterio because that sucker is going to the moon.
Yeah, he really is. Now we have the United States Championship. We have Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Steel Cage. Ethan, how's this one turning out?
Please let this feud die. This is the first cage match in 24 years at SummerSlam. That's a crazy thing to think about. Solo's so great but ever since he got away from Roman, like the comedy shtick and stuff, and DMFT. I'm gonna go with Fatu. He just for him to win because especially where Solo tried to frame him for the car accident. What a weird. That's a good way to start a SmackDown. Just a car accident. Not. Let's just like, oh yeah, here's a car accident. Tonga Lois just getting checked out. It's like, unless you want to pull a new Bloodline member like Jacob or Lance Inouye or Lance Tonga, they're gonna change his name or whatever. Oh, there we go. But I need this feud to end soon. I think it's time for Fatu to move on to better stuff.
I, I think I'm going opposite than you. I think Solo is just the I keep talking about aura, but once that man, like, he's just, everything he does is hilarious.
Yep.
And he's just working it so well. And like you just said, Ethan, like, it's time for Fatu to move on to something else. I think there's bigger and better for Jacob Fatu. So with that being said, I like where this championship is at right now around the waist of Solo. And Ty, you and I had spoken 2 weeks ago or whatever it was, when before that match where Solo won the title. We said, I don't think we went with Solo, but if there was ever someone that needed a win, it was Solo. He has the MFT and he's trying to keep it alive. And I think it's a steel cage match. It's not Hell in a Cell. So I'm sure there's going to be people around that ring. And with that said, I think Solo wins with the help of his MFT.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Justin. And maybe we see Tama Tonga come back too. I mean, he still, hasn't been shown since he got injured. So and talk about the little things. Like in wrestling, you always talk about the little things here and there that you do during the matches, in your promos and stuff. Solo is encompassing all the little things, the little moments he's doing in the ring, the way he's selling. This man has got it. Like that whole bloodline, man, they all just like, they get born and then they just know how to do professional wrestling, whether it's their charisma, the little things, the wrestling, like everything. They encompass everything. So I think Solo is on a different level right now, and he's really garnering a lot of attention. And I think Jacob can be a monster and not have the championship. I think Solo holding this championship hostage with his MFTs is a fantastic story to push forward with. And for someone, a huge babyface, to come in and really take that championship away. So yeah, I'm going to go and still Solo Sikoa.
Do you guys see Fatu jump off the cage?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely see that happening.
I think go ahead, guys.
The whole cage might collapse. The whole ring cage just might create an earthquake. We might have a second possible tsunami this week in the world if he does that. I think we're gonna see a lot from this because Jacob is just a freak and he's ready to do whatever it takes. And I think he's gonna. Who knows? He might throw Solo through the cage and Solo falls outside. Like that's one of the spots I can see happening in this match. We talk about like when Bobby Lashley like jumped through the cage to go after Umaga. Like that's something I see how this could possibly end. Like I don't think it's going to be a pinfall. I don't think it's going to be just an escape over the top. I think it's going to be something crazy. So we'll see.
I love that idea, Ty. That's that would be sick. And then just like Jacob just being like, fuck, but then just be like, all right, I'm still going to beat the shit out of you. So he just runs out and just continues to beat the shit out of shit.
Remember that he's got Talatonga. Literally, he just put him in front of the door. That's it.
Yeah, Tala is a big dude.
Hikuleo from New Japan, but it's Talatonga. I remember when he first signed, everybody's like, where did he go for like a year? Mm-hmm. And then he started popping on main event. Well, because he was in New Japan for like the longest time with Tama and Tong. There's too many names.
There's too many Tongans.
My God. Oh, JC Mateo. He's not even Samoan, but Jeff Cobb. I hate his name. I'm just gonna be brutally honest. But this one I'm not super excited for, but it might change my mind. But match time.
Yeah.
So, but I always cover that.
Yeah, I always love a good steel cage match.
Can't go wrong with cage. Sometimes.
So you're right. Sometimes. Let's get into the Women's Intercontinental Championships. We have Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria head to head. I mean, I think I don't know. This whole feud has just I think I've been wrong every step of the way for this championship. So my gut's telling me one thing, but I don't know if I should go the other because my gut's been wrong every step of the way. But I am going to go with my gut. I am going to go Lyra. I think this is her time. this feud has super elevated her. She's, passionate on the mic. She's super charismatic now. She's got a lot of emotion in her promos, and the people are loving it. The people are feeling it. I hope she doesn't come out as another bird from the Always Sunny crew. Like, that to me is just like, I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. If that's what she likes to do, if there's a sentimental reason, I'm sorry. I'll understand at that point. But she's got it in the ring, and now with this feud with Becky, it's really, I think, full circle created this, help finalize this character that she's pushing in on Raw. And I would love to see her become the 2-time Intercontinental Champion.
What do you got, Ethan?
I'm also going live for. Remember, the stipulation: if she loses, she can't challenge for the title. Is it so long as Becky is champion?
As long as Becky,
yeah, as long as Becky's
okay,
champion,
because
she can't challenge.
They didn't say that shit for weeks. I had to look on WWE.com and I'm like, oh, well, they could have said that. These two have great chemistry. Again, like when I was talking about, I forget which match I was talking about, but the feud needs to end soon. Like, this has got to be. Oh, it's the US title match. What am I thinking about? But this feud's got to end soon too. Fakir's got to move on. But I think I'm glad Becky's champion. And honestly, I've been more impressed with the women's Intercontinental title hit than the women's US title. By the way, you have a 3-hour pre-show. Why is the title match on there? My God. Like, come on. But yeah, this one I'm very excited for. And it's a no rules. It's basically street fight, but you can't call it a street fight. So, because she got that in the main event. But I'm going with, I agree with Ty. I think Laura comes 2-time champ.
I think we're going to have a sweep, gentlemen. I am also going with Lyra Valkyria. She just, after Monday, thank God, I think I also, or Ty, you and I spoke about this. Thank God they didn't go the Cody route in AEW where can't challenge for the rest of whatever. It's just as long as Becky's champion. That's what kind of makes me kind of believe maybe Becky, but I think Lyra needs this victory. The only way that I actually think Becky wins is if Bayley comes out, interferes, turns heel, and helps Becky, and then those two become a duo again. But I'm going Lyra. I'm sticking with Lyra. Ty, what do we got next?
I mean, just to like go back a little bit, that like, this is no rules for a reason, right? I mean, not really no rules, but there has to be a winner.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only part of me that thinks my gut might be wrong, is that stipulation right there. So I don't know. We'll see. But the next match we have is the Women's World Heavyweight Championship match. We have the champion Naomi defending against Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. And Justin, what are we feeling?
Simple. Naomi. There's no way this title is being dropped right now, especially with how over Naomi is. Proceed with caution. Rhea, Io, you're both losing. Naomi, no doubt in my mind.
Ethan?
Yes, that Evolution match was great before Naomi cashed in. It was still good when Naomi cashed in. She deserves. She's busted her ass for you. I know she had to smack the woman's title, but let's be honest, SmackDown.
This is the new era right here. This is where
the new era. The heel turn. I think that was the best thing she could done. I mean, I get the glow stuff, but I think it was time to move on from that glow stuff. I love how, by the way, she screwed up Stephanie Fakir's last name. That was so funny. She's just great. Io and Rhea's been feuding pretty much all year, on and off, because Io's pretty much whole title run was either with Rhea and or Bianca before she lost it there. A lot of triple threats for this title. You ever notice that?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the third or fourth one. But like Justice, like it's, I agree with Naomi needs it. She needs to hang on to it. Honestly, I love Io and Rhea. They're both, all three are great. This is what I'm, like I said, top of the show, really excited for. But if those two win, honestly, I might rant. I might have to go post a rant, to be honest with you. But please keep it on Naomi. I think her and Stephanie could kick some ass in Paris.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want Naomi to retain. Just the weirdness of the constant bringing up of Rhea's never pinned Io is just looming in the back of my brain. And that's the thing that scares me, because maybe we can continue this, Rhea's never pinned Io, and they can, move forward with that and see how long they take that. But what if Naomi doesn't get pinned? What if Rhea takes the title and, by pinning Io, and she finally does it? Granted, it's in a triple threat match. It's not 1-on-1, but she can say she pinned Io Sky. I don't know. This one's real tough. I've racked my brain on this one over and over again. Since I want Naomi to retain, I'm gonna say and still champion Naomi, but I think there's a real good chance Rhea could pin Io for this championship.
I think they'd be stupid to take this title off of Naomi, and that's why I'm not going to even try to overthink it. I'm just going with Naomi on to the next one, not changing my mind.
The way I could see it going, I could see Rhea hitting Ripton Io, thinking like the pin. Naomi's like, nope, get out of the ring, and then steals the pin from Rhea. Keep it. I guess that's. I mean, technically, if you want to be all technical about it, Rhea did get a win over Io back in 2019 at the House Show, but let's be honest, it's House Show.
Yeah.
But I guess, like Ty said, you keep that story going. But I mean, really, let's just be honest. Don't let Rhea beat Io for once. But I can see that happen with Rhea getting the pin on Io, and then Naomi throws her out of the ring, the heel, and then pins her, and then bolts out of there. And then Rhea's like, again, like, and then she might snap.
I do like that. I do like that a lot. I that's probably the route it's going to happen. I think you just saw the future a little bit there on Sunday night, but I would pop for that. I would, if that's like best case scenario for me right there, if that were to happen.
Yeah, no, I'm with you guys. That perfect heel move by Naomi. Rhea does all the work, and Naomi takes the credit. And still. All
right. We have one final match, which I'm assuming will be the main event of the evening. And Ethan, we're going to start with you first. We have the street fight of the current reigning, defending WWE Undisputed Champion, the Mr. 17, never seen again, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. How is this going to turn out? What mayhem are we going to see? Who's leaving as champion?
Cody. Two-time Cody. I'll be honest, the WrestleMania match sucked.
Yeah.
Travis Scott, thank God he's away from WWE. My God. I'm not going to go on the ring here. It's do that show. I'm just going to leave it. That's going to be the nicest I'm going to say about that. This is Maven, by the way, Ty. They kept confirming it every time they put the graphic up. Okay. Yeah, they kept talking about every time they put the graphic up, they said, like, oh, it's the main event. I'm like, well, obviously. Like,
yeah.
Cena and Cody. There's probably going to be some shenanigans. People, have you guys seen the theories about Cody wearing glasses and the watch?
Yeah.
He's going to sell his soul, boys, to The Rock. I would not mind Cody turning heel, but not right now. And like down the road. But I think Cody needs his title back. So
Ty, I'll let you go, and then I'll finish this one off.
Yeah, I think it's Cody Rhodes, two-time WWE Undisputed Championship right here. I think we need Cena to really start to form his face character back to end his retirement tour. I can't see it happening with him leaving as a heel. That just doesn't make any sense. But at the same time, the crowd still cheers for him, even though he's saying, you guys, hate me. This is a toxic relationship, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, I think it's going to be hard hitting. I think they're going to try and show the fans, like, we did what we did at WrestleMania to prove a point, but now we're just going to beat the crap out of each other and show you a hell of an entertaining match, the street fight. I'm excited. I think it's going to close the show great. And we, like I said, and new Cody Rhodes.
I am with you guys. And new two-time world champion Cody Rhodes. But I think the heel turn's coming.
Seth Rollins is cashing in.
No. If he's not cashing in Saturday, he's hurt. But I think it's happening. There's just way too much smoke around this Cody Rhodes heel turn. Cody was just asked again recently. I think there was clips of it today on X asking, will we see you turn heel? He said, well, when you're around this business, like, you never say never. Will it happen? I'm sure it will eventually. I don't see it happening soon. Yeah. Okay. I have a feeling it's happening. It turns into John Cena finally getting back to being face. Cody has sold out. There's going to be a moment where you don't think Cody's going to do it, and he does. And there you go. You're going to have a heel Cody Rhodes, and take it away, Ty. I know you want to say something.
My only problem with that is, how do you go low in a street fight? It's already a street fight, so he's supposed to use what's around him. So there's nothing he can really do that can like really turn him, unless Mr. Dwayne Johnson comes out and instead of rock bottoming Cody Rhodes, he rock bottoms a John Cena for Cody Rhodes to win the championship back. That's the only way I can see that heel turn happening. Since it is a street fight, I can't see him taking underhanded tactics as a heel move. If it was a normal one-on-one again and Cody used the belt, sure. But maybe that happens. Maybe my boy Dwayne shows up and I get depressed and cry in a corner because I missed Dwayne not once, but twice at MetLife Stadium against John Cena.
You're right. With the street fight, it is kind of tough to have any underhanded tactics unless, yeah, I don't know if it's The Rock, though. They got to have something up their sleeve where I just, for some reason, like, sure, it could absolutely happen that Cody Rhodes just wins and he's two-time champion. I'm still going Cody Rhodes. I'm just ready for the heel Cody. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for that build to now Roman and Cody face Roman versus heel Cody. I'm ready for that. I'm so ready for that. And then let John Cena figure his own thing. It just makes the most sense to me. How do you turn John Cena face after this, unless he just comes to come to realize that, oh, this wasn't worth it, and he just says, oh, I'm back to you can't see me, and I'm gonna run down to the ring again because now I don't have the championship.
Wearing colorful shirts.
Yeah, I just
and the funny thing is he'll probably get booed because of that.
Yeah, and I think come Sunday night we're really gonna have a mix. I think that most of the crowd's gonna cheer for Cena.
Yeah,
I think Cody's got to be ready to get booed.
Yeah,
because it's going to be a Rock Hogan, where you're gonna have to flip something. Because if you watch Unreal, like Cena said, like, sorry to spoil anything, but like Cena said, oh, there was a chant, but you could tell that they didn't want me to win. And I don't know. I just think it's
It's funny how. Go ahead.
No, you're good, Ethan. You're the guest. It's all you, man.
I swear, I'm not trying to interrupt people. I do
No,
apologize. It's funny how Cody talked about I think it was the contract sign. He was where they did the scene. By the way, come on, Cody, you should know this in law. You don't take the man's hand and sign the contract yourself. I get it, but come on. But it's funny how he's like, yeah, I failed to hit him with the title, and then he finally did, and he's. That's a splash for a table, which you don't see Cody do. But also, like with Cena, the last few if you think about it's slowly happening because the night champions, you try to hit Punk with him, Cena throws the belt away, or same thing. No, sorry, or first and then Punk. I forgot there's too many pay-per-views. Take a break. There's another match that's where, but basically he's down. He's fighting him, so it's almost like the devil on the shoulder and the angel on the shoulders. It's like, don't hit him with the belt. Hit him with the belt. It's like he's fighting him. But I think Justin was bringing Cody's got to turn heel sometime. Yeah. Can't say babyface forever. I mean, unless you're Ricky Steamboat, but still.
I think we saw. To me, the writing on the wall was with the OTC one shirt. I think we're gonna have QB1 versus OTC1 WrestleMania next year. So that's why I think.
Yeah, but that is our SummerSlam prediction show, night 1 and night 2. I'm happy to say that I will be there in New Jersey on Sunday. I cannot wait. My nose might be bleeding because of how high up I'm sitting, but that's okay. I'm going to make the most of it. Thank you all for tuning in. Ethan, thank you for joining us on this SummerSlam prediction show. You're amazing to have on the show. Thank you to all 297 of you currently watching. If you are not, please subscribe to the Body Slam Patreon. The link is down below for exclusive breaking news, podcasts, interviews, You name it, we got it. Thank you all so much. It is officially time to ring that bell because this podcast is over. What? Oh, Ty wants to say something.
And remember, when you're at SummerSlam, or anyone who's at SummerSlam at Saturday, Sunday, just remember it's in the home of the Jets.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're right, but yeah, whatever. That is it. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We will actually, if I'm there Sunday, maybe we're gonna have to figure something out for a quick count. But other than that, we'll see you all on the next one. Myself, Ty, and Ethan, we're out.